Hello everyone, on behalf of Physics Made Easy, I am welcoming you in the next lecture of the physics. In this lecture, we are going to study about the chapter electric charges and fields. First of all, we are going to study about the term electrostatic because this term have a great deal of work in this chapter. Electrostatic is a branch of physics which deals with the study of electric forces, electric fields and electric potentials due to charges at rest. It is also known as static electricity. Lightning in the sky is also come under this phenomena, and lightning in the sky is due to the electric discharges. Moreover, crackling sound that we heard when hand is taken near the TV screen is also the example of electric discharge. So now what is electric charge? Electric charge is a primary physical quantity due to which electrical and other related effects are produced in the matter. And we know charge is a scalar quantity. Here are the dimensions for electric charge, and moreover SI unit is Coulomb. To understand about the electric charge, we take an example. When amber rod rubbed with fur, it acquired the property of attracting like objects like small bit of papers, dust particle, etc. So the bodies which acquire this property is said to be electrified. So the next one is a kind of electric charges. There are two kinds of electric charges that we can easily understood with the help of the small experiment, and a small experiment shows that electric charge appearing on a glass rod when rubbed with silk of opposite sign to that appeared on a glass rod when rubbed with fur. So these opposite charges are named as positive and a negative. But this have to kept in mind. The choices of name is simply because of convention. It was Benjamin Franklin who called the charge on a glass rod rubbed with silk as positive charge, and the charge on a glass rod rubbed with fur as negative charge. And the bodies, those having no charge on them, are called as neutral. Positive charge is denoted by plus sign and negative charge by negative sign. It is also known as a polarity. Polarity means plus or minus of a charge is a property which help in differentiating the two types of charges. Let us take an example. When a glass rod it get rubbed with a silk, it acquires some kind of the charge. When the charged glass rods are bring close to each other, then both glass rods get repel. Similarly, when a charged plastic rods are brought contact with each other, they also show the repulsion. But at last, when a glass rod and plastic rod come in contact with each other, they shows the attraction. So this simple experiment shows the existence of two kind of charges. So we can say that there are the two kind of the opposite charges, and the figure A and B clear the one thing that the same charges repel each other. From the figure number C, it is very clear that unlike charges attract each other. Next is the important topic, electroscope. It is a device. It is used to detect the presence and the nature of electric charge on a body. A very sensitive and commonly used type of such apparatus is a gold leaf electroscope. Gold leaf electroscope. It is used to form very thin foils. Gold is a very good conductor of electricity. Gold leaves can be easily activated by small electrostatic forces. So now what is the working of gold leaf electroscope? In the figure you can easily observe there are the metal leaves inside the apparatus. So the divergence of the two halves of the gold leaves show the presence of electric charge on the gold leaf. For example, when a charged body, we can say a glass rod rubbed with a silk cloth, is touched with the metallic discs of the electroscope, then charge is transferred to the gold leaf through the metallic rod. Then both halves of the gold leaf acquire same type of charge, so they repel each other and they show the more divergence, and we can see the gold leaves get diverged. Distance between the diverged halves of the gold leaf depends upon the quantity of the electric charge on the leaf. If the quantity of electric charge on the leaf is large, then the divergence of the two halves of the gold leaf is also large. On the other hand, if the quantity of the electric charge on the gold leaf is small, then the divergence of the leaf is also small. Then next we can also use a gold leaf electroscope in another way, like when a charged body is touched with an already charged electroscope, then the two halves of the gold leaf converges if the charge on the charged body is of the opposite sign to that of the charge on the electroscope. Another way, if the charge on the charged body is of same sign as that of the charge on the electroscope, then the two halves of the leaf of the electroscope will diverge further. For example, if we take a glass rod, get it rubbed with a silk cloth, then the glass rod acquired positive charge. Then take this glass rod and get it touched with a metallic disc which is already charged. Then the halves of the gold leaf converges. If the gold leaf converges, then we conclude that electroscope is having negative charge, whereas glass rod is having positive charge, so there is the attraction. On the other hand, if by doing so the half of the leaf diverge further, then electroscope is positively charged. Now in the next section, we are going to understand the difference between conductors and insulators. First of all, conductors. These are the substances which easily allow the flow of electric current or electric charges through them. Why there is a flow of electric charges through them? Because there are the large number of the free electrons, and these electrons are free to move about the whole conductor. They are also known as the mobile charges. So due to the free electrons, there is a flow of the electric charge or current through the conductor. For example, silver is one of the best conductor, copper, iron, etc. Next one is insulators are those substances which do not allow the flow of electric charges through them. They have small number of free electrons or no free electrons. For example, glass, rubber, wood, etc. So here is an assignment for you. Watch the video carefully. Hope you get all the concepts very well. So do the assignment, recall your knowledge. Thank you. Take care and have a nice day.